Ladies for a beautiful job modeling. Michelle's standing by. She has more great things planned. Have fun shopping with Michelle. I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.
Well, welcome in, everybody. My name is Michelle Yarn. I'm happy to be shopping with you on this Monday afternoon. We have 2 hours together. Beauty Spy coming up at 5 p.m. This hour, it's called Beat the Heat. So it's coming. That hot, hot weather. If you live anywhere in the southeast, you know it's already here, but we're gonna get you geared up to keep you cool, keep you comfortable all summer long. And we have got the debut of the portable AC unit from Hunter coming up in just a minute. But before we dive into that, I wanted to share something with you because this is a customer appreciation price point that is too good to pass up. It is actually a set of 2 of these little mini sparkle personal fans from Geek Air. Now we know Geek Air is a really big brand when it comes to portable, powerful, rechargeable fans. And these are 2 separately boxed. I'm gonna turn this on myself just so you guys can get an idea of just how incredible these are. Like you see, and this is just on one setting. We have 3 settings on each of these fans. They are so lightweight. The measurement on this, let me see, 2 inches long. That's incredible. 2 inches by 6 inches. They weigh 0.24 pounds. You can throw this into your purse, keep it in the car. If you have any travel plans this year, let me tell you, when you're at the theme park and you're waiting in line, and you're just dying and you just need a way to kind of cool yourself off, like this is gonna do it for you. A lot of us as hosts, we keep these in our little carts that we take on the air. Debbie D talks about it all the time. She's fanning herself off in between commercial breaks. Maybe this is something that you wanna take with you for the gym and you wanna put it in the cup holder of the treadmill while you're doing your walking. Whatever the case, you can take it on the go portably, and they're so pretty. This is one option, it's the silver. We also have the option of the pink. You'll get the 2 USB cords to charge these up, and they are going to run for you for hours. You actually get a 7.5-hour runtime on each of these. That is incredible. You have low, medium, and high, and you can recharge these quickly so that you always have the power and you're ready to roll. So I love that these are available on sale right now with that customer appreciation price point, $16.99 for both of them. Like that's a really good, that's $850 for each fan, and it's Geek Air, so that you know they're gonna be powerful, you know they're gonna keep you nice and cool, and I love that you do get 2 of these. So if you wanna pick these up, they're on hsn.com. The item number is 678391. I wanted to make sure to share that with you before they disappear because they're always very popular, and now that we have them back in stock, 'tis the season. Add it to your cart, $8.50, and they are yours. Now, we're gonna move on to the big boy, the big mamma jamma, the most affordable way to be more comfortable in your own home. This is coming from Hunter, a trusted brand in moving air, cooling air, and even drying the air. This is a 4-in-1. So it is a portable air conditioner, so it's gonna cool you. It is also a heater. It is also a dehumidifier. And if you know what it's like here in Florida, if you don't have a dehumidifier, that air is thick and sticky and hot, and you don't want wet conditions inside your home. But it's also a fan to circulate air. So it is truly something you will be using all year long. And you, my friend, are getting a treat because this is the launch for the season. We have about 2,700 of these total for 2025, and you're getting first dibs. There's nobody to hire. This is why we love this. You choose the white or the black. All you need is a window and a power outlet, and you're ready to roll. There's no electricians needed, no permits needed, no AC company needed. Even when you're using it as a dehumidifier, there's no big maintenance. You don't have to dump any big buckets of water. It actually pushes all that condensation right back outside for you. There's no big install either. So it's an incredible value, huge savings for the debut. Look at our price point, $399.99. This should be $550. This is Hunter. They are a global brand. You will find them out in the marketplace, not at this price, not with FlexPay, which means $80, and this is on its way to you. And even better, we actually do have VIP financing on this as well. So if you have the HSN credit card or the QVC credit card and you want to use it for this purchase, now you can spread your payments out over the course of 12 months. So that would be $33.33 a month. Interest-free as long as you pay it off within that time frame. So let's break it all down. Let's tell you how it works. Just know this is a super powerful 10,000 BTU unit that we are shipping right to your door. And as I mentioned, all you need is a window, an outlet, and you are on your way. Tracy Rosa is here to tell us how we're going to be cool, comfortable, dry, and then you know what? When winter rolls back around, we're using it for heat.
Yeah, it's a full year-round solution. That's what I love so much about this, because when you see a unit like this, which is about 2.5 feet tall, about a foot off of the wall, the first thing you think about is, where am I going to store it when I'm not using it? Here's the thing, you're never not gonna be using it. And we have a good amount of time, so I'm so excited to break everything down for you, show you how easy it is, show you how versatile it is, show you how portable it is as well. So this is how it's going to come to your house, in a box, okay? But fully assembled. Caster wheels are already on, so you don't have to worry about screwing any of those in. Again, makes this completely portable. The other thing that we've done is we've even made it easy to get out of the box. So when it comes to you, it's gonna be in a tall box. You just clip the bottom of the little plastic straps off the bottom, lift the box up, so you're not having to worry about how to shimmy and get it out of the box, okay? Doesn't sound like a big deal, but if you've ever taken something like this out of a box, it is a big deal. So this is gonna be, you know, when you take it out of the box, you're gonna have this unit, it's gonna be assembled like this, right? Okay, so what you're gonna do is this is going to be your exhaust hose. This is what is going to connect the window to your portable AC heater, dehumidifier, and fan unit. So you're gonna take this little square area right here, and you're gonna attach it down here to the bottom of the unit. Now come down here with me, let me show you how easy it is. All right, all you do is you slide this into place, just like so. All right, so it attaches just like that.
Okay.
This is a 3-foot hose. So you're gonna attach this part to your window sliders. Now, what does that mean exactly? Come over to the window with me, I'm gonna show you, okay? This is when it's all put together. Now, the window sliders, all right, this is what I'm talking about right here. Here are the window sliders. Now, you're getting 4 of these. Why do you want 4? Because every window size is different, right? It's gonna go anywhere, if your window is anywhere from 18 inches to 50 inches.
Wow.
Think about that.
That's over 4 feet.
Yes.
Wow.
So whether it goes up or down, side to side, vertical windows, horizontal windows, you adjust it to that perfect length. Let me show you how easy it is. You're gonna take this, place it into the lip of the windowsill. Okay? So you're gonna go ahead and place it in just like that. Adjust it to the perfect size. See how I did that? And then put the window down. Done.
That's it.
Done.
Nobody came to your house. There was no permits to file. There was no electricians, no AC company. This is the thing. It is immediate comfort. And let me tell you, the weather is coming, right? Whether it is a heat wave, it's a power outage, maybe you're trying to save some money. Like I have to tell you, last year, we had some energy bills. Granted, we're in Florida, it's different. We have a pool, it just depends on everybody's situation. We had some that were almost $700, and I about lost my mind. I could not believe it. Right. And it's like, we're heating an entire 2-story house. We're hanging out in one room most of the day, that's the living room. So you could set this up and use it in the room you're currently enjoying and cool that area down without having to knock your AC unit down and pay for cooling your entire house. Like it's called zone cooling. You can do it with heating also when winter rolls around. But if you're looking to save some money, this is why I love presenting this kind of thing. It's so important because not only are you saving energy, you're saving money, not using all that energy to cool or heat your home.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that you brought that up because I, very rarely say, this is gonna save you money. It actually is because I want you to think about all the different rooms you use throughout the day or how few rooms you use throughout the day. You know, I mean, in the evening, I like my bedroom very cold because I love to sleep under 100 blankets, but I don't want to pay for my entire house to be that cool.
Yeah.
When I just need it for those 6, 7, 8 hours in, you know, the evening.
Even worse if your room is the hot room. You know, there's always one hot room. Like it's the guest room, it's upstairs, whatever those areas are. Look at this. We are at a cool, comfortable, crisp 66 degrees. So, I do love that it shows you the exact temperature.
All right, so let's go over that this panel right here. So this is going to get you anywhere from 61 degrees, get your room anywhere from 61 degrees to 84 degrees.
Nice.
So let me say that again. This unit, remember, this is a heater, this is an AC unit, a dehumidifier, and a fan, okay? So if you just love how comfortable the room is and you just want to circulate the air, you go ahead and you put it on fan mode right here. So you just press this little mode button. If you want to use the AC, you put it on cool mode. And again, anywhere from 61 degrees to 84 degrees.
Man.
Now, we have it set at 66 degrees here in the studio. That means that the air coming out of this unit right now is 7 degrees, 6 degrees, 4 degrees. Let's see, can you see that right there? Is -1 degrees here. Can you get that right there?
Yeah.
Look at that, -1 degrees, okay? So it gets this entire studio down to 66 degrees. When the studio gets to 66, it turns off.
Oh, so it is continuously measuring the room.
So it's constantly monitoring the temperature, what you set it at, okay? So if you want it hot, if you want it cold, if you just want to circulate that perfect temperature air, you can using the mode button. You can kick it up high if you want, you know, if you want more air coming out of here, or it can be on low, and then you've got the fan mode, okay? Now, here is the Holy Grail.
Remote.
The remote control. Okay, why do I call this a holy grail? Because I just said a minute ago I love to sleep under 100 blankets. So let's say it gets a little too warm in there and I want it cooler. Or it's too cold and my husband's yelling at me and I need to make it warmer. Everything on this top panel is right here on your remote control. So look, I can go ahead and turn it off if I want to. Ready? Boom. It'll go off it'll go off in just a second. Here, that is the thing that I love to adjust about this, because it allows you to control the AC from wherever you're at. You're not having to get up, go to the thermostat, turn it up, turn it down, you know, whatever. So we talk about zone heating and zone cooling. You have a 2-story house, I do not. We all know that heat rises.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming that your upstairs is a lot warmer than downstairs. Are the bedrooms upstairs?
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything's upstairs.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a nightmare. So you are really, the chilly base is downstairs and upstairs is warmer. So you're constantly messing with the thermostat.
Just cranking that AC
you're
in the
throwing
summertime.
cash in the trash.
Totally.
All the time, you know. My daughter Bella, her bedroom is on the west side of the house. Haley's is on the east side. Haley's is always cold. Bella's is so hot at night or in the afternoon.
So how do you keep everybody happy?
How do you keep everyone happy? When you think of portable AC, when you think of portable temperatures, what do you think about? The window units.
Yeah.
You know, those things that you get
The ones that shake.
The ones that shake.
Drip down your house.
The ones that give you a heart attack to put in. Half the time we don't put them in correctly. And have you ever once moved them from room to room to room?
That is, you can't.
No, they call them portable, but they are not, okay? So again, this is, again, showing you how cold this gets. It's not even registering, it's down below 0, okay? But remember, it's set at 66 degrees, so once the room gets to 66, this will turn off and constantly monitor the room temperature. Portable. So I just said that my daughter Bella is on the west side. The sun sets in the west. We're down here in Florida, on the west coast of Florida. That room is very, very hot, all right? So what does she do? She goes to her sister's room. She takes the AC unit out of the window, unplugs it, rolls it to her room.
It rolls.
And then she can place that in her window, just like this, and now she's comfortable at night. All right.
And so if you're dehumidifying, this was one of the things I had asked Tracy before the show. I said, because I have a dehumidifier downstairs, I swear every time I walk by that thing, it's already clicked off because it's already full of water. So then I have to stop what I'm doing, pull out this like drip tray that is full of water, make it to the bathroom without spilling it everywhere and dump it down the sink. So I asked you with this, how many times am I gonna have to empty the water out of it?
Yeah, none.
Never. Never.
That's the Hunter tech. Seriously, Michelle, think about it. I've been with Hunter for about 8 years now.
Yeah.
This is probably our 4th or 5th model, all right? We started out with just a fan and an AC unit, just 2 things, which is great, right? But still, it was just 2 things, you know, and you'd have to find a place to store it. Even the box situation I told you about, taking it out of the box, people were upset about how hard it is to take it out of the box. So we redesigned the whole delivery process. Then we went ahead and we added, all right, the heat and the dehumidifier. Yeah. So many complaints. Oh, I got so comfortable at night. I had the dehumidifier on and the machine clicked off.
Because I had to dump it.
Because we ran out of water. Well, there's nothing more fun than trying to empty those reservoirs in the middle of the night in the dark.
Any time of day.
Right? So again, what we did is we created this evaporation system that'll pull 2 liters of water out an hour.
Wow.
2 liters of water out an hour,
right back out the window.
And then it goes into the exhaust and it goes out to the window. No condensation, no maintenance, no filters, no tanks to empty, no crazy water that you need to worry about. So a dehumidifier, a heater, a cooling, you know, an AC unit, and a fan. You're getting all 4 of those. So during this time of year, I think I told you, this is the first time that I can remember that we've launched this in April.
Yeah.
I'm so glad we are.
Listen, this is why you need to be getting it now. This is the first airing of the season, but it is all the units we have for the year. So we have about 2,700. You're getting first dibs. There's a few reasons you want it now. First of all, $150 off. Secondly, you get to try it for 30 days. If you do not love it, you can send it back. Third, we have flex pay. So $80 and this unit, that should be $550, it's on its way to you. VIP financing, if you have the HSN or the QVC credit card, use it for this purchase. You now have 12 months to pay it off, which would be $33.33 every month. That is interest-free as long as it's paid off within that year. Also, if you don't have the card, you should apply, because when you do, we'll give you $15. You can put that toward your purchase as well. The other thing I want you to know is the money you are going to save not having to blast that AC all summer long or blast that heat all winter long. This unit is going to pay for itself after a season. Yeah. Easily. If you live in Florida, after a couple of months. Because let me tell you, my energy bill jumped up by $200 over the summertime. Yeah. Everybody's different. I'm not saying that's what your bill will be, but for me, you bet your bottom dollar, this thing is worth its weight in gold because it's paid for itself after just 2 months.
100%. And you know, really think about the time that you think about getting a portable unit. You know, if you're not thinking about it this time of year, you're thinking about it when it's so hot and you're desperate to get it cool in your house. You're thinking about it when there are, you know, the blackouts across the country. You're thinking about it during those heat waves or those cold snaps. And then what do? You get desperate and you race out to the store and you get a portable unit and you get something like this, right? This is what most people think about when they think about portable AC units or portable heating units. Look what happens here. First and foremost, we're taking up this entire window. This window is shut. You can't use this window anymore. Maybe you can get a little light in through the top, but down here, you've got this accordion style design. You've got to screw this into your wall. It becomes, you know, a nightmare to move. I don't know anybody who's put one in and has moved it throughout the season.
What an eyesore.
Yeah, right? And a lot of this particular unit right now is not an eyesore. Why? Because it's never been outside. There's none of that mold. There's none of that condensation. And but it's big and it's bulky and it takes away the beauty of your home. A lot of homeowners associations, Michelle, don't even let you have these anymore, you know, because they do cause mold. They are an eyesore. They are, you know, not great for the community and retail value and stuff like that. Also, when you take away the use of a window, think about safety. Okay, think of if you need to get out the window in an emergency or if somebody needs to come into the window during an emergency. This window is now gone, right? Now, let's go over to our unit here, all right? First, you can keep the screen in, all right? So no critters are coming in here. There are no gaps or anything where any bugs or critters can crawl in. You have the entire use of your window right here. You have the exhaust down here. This is where the little exhaust is, and that's where all the moisture's coming out and the heat's coming out. There's no condensation. There's no buildup. If I put the window shade down right here, you wouldn't even know that the unit is in the window. That is the difference between these two. Also, this is heavy. I don't even know how you get this on a second floor window, all right? Let's just think logically. They're never hot. They're about 9,000 BTUs, or at the highest, about 8, so not as powerful. They're lopsided. It's a two-man job to get these anywhere. And again, think of the danger of putting it in. Think of the danger of not having access to a window.
And what happens if that thing tips?
Yeah.
And it just falls.
And it goes through
like
the second floor, rolls down. I mean, I was working with Helen last year during the season.
Yeah.
She said she lived in New York City, and people would look up at their window units or at the windows to make sure none of these would fall down because, I mean, they're not easy to install.
This is old technology here.
Old school.
Well,
and I think that it's just an AC unit.
It's so much more powerful. This is 10,000 BTU. It looks better. It's more sleek. It's Hunter.
Yeah.
Like, this is a big trusted brand name. This is not some new to the block kind of thing. And here's what happens. If you don't grab it while we have it at $150 off, with FlexPay, with VIP financing, once we are out, we have 2,700 for the whole season. This is the first airing of the season. Once they're gone, they're gone. So let's say you wait, and then we get into, I don't know, July and August, the heat wave comes, everybody's running to the home stores. Everybody's running to the depots. Everybody's finding what they can, whatever's left in stock, and they are pricey because these stores and these manufacturers know everybody needs them now. So you're paying more, they're hard to find when you could be proactive. Get it now, let us send it to you. Start using it now. Remember, this is year round. It's cooling, it's heating, it's dehumidifying, and it's a fan. You choose out of this 4-in-1. It's super quiet. And the color options are beautiful. We have the sleek white. We have that gorgeous dark gray. You get everything you need to, quote unquote, assemble. And Tracy showed us. It's very, very easy. You legitimately have that little slider unit you can put into your window, vertical, horizontal, doesn't matter. Plug it in, turn it on. You need a window, you need an outlet, and you're ready to roll, and that's it. So don't worry about hiring electricians or AC companies or waiting until a neighbor or a grandson or somebody can come and help you. This is something you can do immediately, and it's the most affordable way to be the most comfortable you can in your own home.
Absolutely.
You don't have to spend an arm and a leg to be at a comfortable temperature. You don't have to suffer through it. You don't have to like take your little mini fan and put it right up against your face. You can have a real portable AC unit and blast this icy cold 68-degree air into your room. And it will measure your room, and once it's above 68, it kicks back on again. But you can go from, what'd you say, 61 to 84?
61 to 84.
It's incredible. So it could be roasty toasty in the winter or nice and cool.
Or like I said, this time of year, you know, I think I saw a week ago out west, like Phoenix, Arizona area, they were hitting like 98, 99, like record highs. But in like the Syracuse area, they're getting pounded with snow and it's freezing. Now, in a couple months, it'll be, you know, everybody's gonna be hot. Or in 6 months or 8 months from now, everybody's gonna be cold. That's the beauty of this unit. You control the controllables. You control the comfort level of whatever room you're in, whenever you want to be in that room.
And we know this weather is coming. This is not something you're purchasing and maybe you'll use it. You already know. You have proof from years past. You have energy bills you've looked at when the weather becomes extreme. One day it's hot, one day it's cold. You're blasting it, you're turning it up, turning it down. Maybe, you know, you've got company coming over the summer and the guest room is the hot room. Or you have a sunroom that you would love to use more often, but it's just too hot. Or it's just too cold to hang out in. It's a waste. It's a beautiful space, but you can't use it. This is the kind of thing you need to be that solution for you. So if you're ready to grab yours, this is the very first airing of the season. Huge sale price point from $550. That's the price in the marketplace, to $519. That's our HSN sale, to $399. That is our price today. You can use FlexPay, $80, it's on its way to you. Those are interest-free monthly payments. You have 30 days to try this unit out. It's gonna take you just a couple minutes to get it set up and to know you've got the remote control. You can be as comfortable as you want. Again, cooling, heating, dehumidifying, and it's a fan, and I love that it rolls around on these wheels. It really does it all.
It does it all, okay? And it is a year-round solution. It's not one of those units that you get home and you only use 6 months out of the year. So when the temperature is perfect and you just want a fan in your house, you got a fan. But let's say it just gets a little chilly and you want to take that little chill out of the air, but you don't want to heat the entire house, okay? Go ahead and turn the heat on, right? And vice versa when it comes to AC. Or if you're in a very humid area, or you're down in a basement where there's a lot of humidity, okay, and you've always had a dehumidifier, why not have something that solves all the problems, all right? Pulls 2 liters of water out an hour.
That's amazing.
And it doesn't take that water and put it into a reservoir anywhere. It goes ahead and puts it through the system, and it evaporates, goes through the exhaust hose, and goes out the window. Not in water form, but in like a vapor form. So it's not like it's pouring out of your house or anything like that. It is so advanced, but again, it is that year-round solution. So let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
All right, let's show how easy this is. Let's show the portability. Look at how great it looks in any room. It's only about a foot off of the wall. Stands about 2.5 feet tall. It's about 17 inches wide. You've got the wonderful clasp, or the vents there that allow the air to go from the ceiling to the floor. You adjust it the way that you want. It comes with caster wheels, so true portability. So let's go ahead and talk about this. When you get this home, this is not gonna be attached, okay? You're gonna take the unit out of the box. Remember, you don't even have to lift the unit up to get it out of the box. You're gonna have these little plastic clasps down here. You're gonna cut those and you're gonna lift the box up. That's gonna be how it works. And then you just wheel it out wherever you want it. Caster wheels are on. Look at how portable and easy this is. Now, once you get it to the place that you want, or wherever you want to do your assembly, this is going to be your 3-foot exhaust hose. Look at this. So you can move this, you know, very close to the wall or 3 feet away from the wall. Again, giving you the ability to customize and make this portable. Now, this square unit right here, this is what you're going to attach to the unit. So you're going to take this and you're just going to line it up with these little tracks, and then you slide it in. You see how easy that is? Slide it in just like so. This is going to be where you attach it to the window sliders. This is where it gets fun, okay? The window sliders, we're giving you 4 sliders. That allows you to customize it to any type of window you have in your house. So if your windows go up and down, if your opening goes up and down, it'll fit there. If they go side to side, it'll fit there. So horizontal, vertical. Anywhere from 18 inches opening, okay, so 18 inches to 50 inches, you can customize this. So, like I said, you're going to attach this part of the unit, there you go, right there, attach this to your sliders. You're going to adjust them to the perfect length, okay? You get that length of your windowsill. You place it in the lip there, all right? Look at that. How do you get it to stay in place?
Done.
You shut your window.
I mean,
if I wasn't talking, it would have taken, what, 3 minutes?
And this is why we say all you need is a window and an outlet. So think about this. Yes, the obvious places like a sunroom, a bedroom, a living room, a kitchen. What about, do you have a workshop? Or do you like to, my dad lives in his garage. He's got his chairs, he's got a TV in there. It's like his man cave. Maybe you've got a she shed, or you've got like an area, maybe it's in an office building, or a place where you don't want to pay thousands of dollars for a split AC unit. You don't want to deal with these ugly eyesore window shakers. You don't want to deal with any of that, right? This is a perfect solution for you. You can get it home for $80 on our flex payments, and you're good to go. We're already saving you $150 off the retail costs. You have VIP financing if you have the HSN card or the QVC card. You can now spread that cost over the course of a year. That's $33 and change a month. You will spend more than that extra on your energy bill when that weather starts heating up or when the super cold temps come in. It happens every year. We watch that bill fluctuate throughout the year. This is a great way to practice zone cooling or zone heating based on what you're trying to achieve. Instead of heating or cooling the entire house, just heat the room you're in or cool the room that you're in. It makes so much more sense. But think outside of just in your home. I mean, this is perfect for places. Maybe you don't have central AC. Maybe it's an old building. There's an HOA that won't let you put things in the window. And again, I mentioned like office buildings or mobile units, or maybe you've got it in your garage. This is such a great solution, and it's Hunter. It's a brand you know you can rely on. They have spent, what, 100 years
More than 100 years,
moving air.
Moving air, cleaning air, cooling. I mean, the first thing that we came out with was a ceiling fan. So we've been making your home comfortable for more than 100 years. And we're constantly innovating and coming up with, you know, different solutions to make it more comfortable for your house, you know? Like I said, when we first brought this to you, it was a fan and an AC unit. Now we've added the dehumidifier. Now we've added that heating unit in here. So you never have to worry about storing this. There's a place for this in your home 365 days a year, okay?
Right.
There's a room that is not comfortable. Like you said, is it the room that you work out in? Is it the room that you have your morning coffee in? Is it the room that you share with your loved one in the evening and maybe have some tea or a glass of wine? But you don't want to cool the entire house down or warm the entire house up just for that one room that you're in, right? Go ahead and adjust this unit. So let's think about this for a second. What I would love for people to do is take a minute and think about the last year.
Yes.
Think about the weather roller coaster that you were on. Start with May of last year. I'm thinking of ourselves, you know. It got very hot down here. My family has a lake house in Western New York with no central AC.
Yes, see?
They had this for years.
Yeah.
The only person that this benefited was the person sitting right here.
Yeah.
You know, the person that is getting the direct air in this small little area.
Running constantly,
it's running constantly
because it isn't powerful enough
It's not.
to cool an entire home.
And this one right here, looking at it, this is just an AC unit. So this window is shut. I can't use this window at all. Okay, I can't open it. I can't get fresh air in on a beautiful day or anything like that. I had to take the screen out. So if there are any little holes, you know, critters and bugs and everything can come through, okay?
Yep.
This is not portable. It says portable, but if you've ever installed one, you've never taken it out and put it into another
You
window
have to bolt
during
those
that.
in.
It's bolted right here.
Yeah, that's
These are
no
bolted
joke.
in, okay? So imagine, like I said, my parents have a lake house, and you know, this is in the living room. So if everybody wants to sleep in the living room, great, but that's not what's gonna happen. The kids in their room, they don't get any cold
look at
air.
How much more
Look at how nice this is.
simplified this
Now,
is.
I talked about the summer. We down here in Florida got hit with 2 major hurricanes. Okay, so we lost power, we lost a lot of stuff. We had this in my grandmother's condo. She lost her condo. It had to be gutted. We needed the dehumidifier to dry it out. And then we needed the AC for when the electricity was back on and we had to get, but
Everybody's AC's flooded out.
yeah,
and then
but
you're
you know,
waiting
the other
on a
units
list.
had no AC. Why? Permits, waiting list, inventory, lack of all that stuff. You know, so again, think of your year. Think of the winter when it was freezing cold and you just wanted that room to be super warm, get those toesies warm. This is what's going to do it. You don't want to have to heat up or cool down the entire house when you can use just one window, just one outlet, and again, control your controllables. Make it comfortable in your room, and make it comfortable from the comfort of your bed, from your couch, because you have a remote control.
And I keep looking at these features, like there's
know.
a timer on here, there's like a sleep function. Maybe you can walk us through some of
absolutely.
that.
So everything on this top here is also on your remote control, which I love.
Okay.
So, okay, you know what it's like when you get nice and cozy on the couch and you get that blanket, you get the perfect temperature, and then you want it like a
It's
little
a fight.
cooler.
Who's getting up to do it?
Exactly. You don't have to worry about that. Here's your remote control right here. So you have your on and off switch. This is your power mode. This is gonna be your mode button. So it's so easy to adjust it from cool, all right? Now it's on heat, so it's kicked up to 70 degrees. Remember, it goes from 61 degrees to 84 degrees. Now, do you see that it kicked off for a second because it read the room? It was set at 70, so it kicked on. I'm sorry, it kicked on because it's reading this room at 68.
Okay, so it knows I gotta heat
70,
this up to get to where
so
you
it's
put me.
kicking it up, to get to 70, okay? So then the other mode is I'm gonna put it on cool. It's at 75, set at 75. Let's go ahead and bring it down, all right? I wanna go ahead and I wanna make it cooler. So I can get 73, 70, 69, 68, 67. Look I can get it all the way down to 61 degrees. I can set it at 61. Remember, 61 to 84 degrees. That's your range and temperature, all right? And you hear it kick up, right?
So it read the room and
read
it
the
sees
room.
it's 68 in here, so it's trying to cool it down to 61.
And in just a second, you're gonna feel that this is gonna be very, very cold air coming out of here, okay? So it's gonna read the room. Again, now this is going to be whether you want it on high, medium, or low. You know, if you're like me and impatient and you want that room cool right like that, I'm taking it on high. And then over here, this is gonna be your fan mode. If you just wanna circulate that air, if you have the windows open, if it's that perfect temperature outside, but you just want a little bit of movement, that fan works great. You have a timer, and then you've got sleep mode. It is very easy to use. And again, everything there is right here on your remote control.
I am not surprised. We are super busy, and I love that because that means you guys recognize the value of what we're bringing for you. It's not just about the fact that it's a great product, it's a phenomenal value because we're taking something that adds value to your life. It keeps you more comfortable. It's gonna help you when you're looking to, fight against those AC and heating bills, when the energy bills go up and down. Every season it happens. This is helping you do that zone cooling or zone heating, but it's also a phenomenal value in terms of the price point. This is Hunter. They're a global brand. They've been around over 100 years. You can go to those, depot type stores and the home stores. You're gonna find Hunter. You're gonna spend $549 on this unit. That is the retail value of this unit. Today, what we're doing for you, it's the first airing of the whole season. We actually started a little earlier. Usually we bring these out around May. We're doing it now so that you can get ahead of the game. And we're bringing it to you at $150 off the retail value. We've also got FlexPay. That's something really special we do at HSN. So you don't have to spend all of it right this moment. $80 and the unit is immediately on its way to you. You get to try it out for 30 days. If you don't love it, you can send it back. This is a year-round item, a year-round necessity. Cooling, heating, dehumidifying, and it is a fan, and it is something that in the long term, this is gonna pay for itself very quickly. Like I look at my own personal situation in Florida, in the next month or two, we're gonna be dealing with energy bills that have skyrocketed. For me, it was an average of $200 extra a month. This will pay for itself in no time. So there's a lot of things to look at when you're thinking about this. Where in your home is it uncomfortable? Where is that hot room? Where is the area that's always freezing? Where's the area you would like to use more, but you don't? Maybe it is like a workout room, a sunroom, the garage. Do you have a workshop, a she shed, a man cave? All you need is a window and an outlet, and you are on your way to being more comfortable in your own home. This is where we're spending all of our time. We're eating in more. We're doing movie nights at home more. We're trying to watch our dollar. This really does tick all of those boxes for you, and it makes life a little easier and more enjoyable.
And remember, true portability. That's what I want to say, And speaking of portable, you can take this with you. If you're somebody who rents, if you're somebody who does Airbnbs, if you're somebody, who moves a lot, why invest into a house that you're not going to stay in for a long time?
Maybe you're in a rental now.
Maybe you're in a rental now and you are just not comfortable. Maybe it doesn't have central AC. The owner's not going to put that in for your convenience.
Correct.
That's thousands and thousands of dollars. Make that more comfortable. And then when you move to the next rental or your next home, you can take this with you. When you think about portable AC or portable heating, or I don't even know if they make portable dehumidifiers, I honestly don't. But you think of window units, right? You think of those big, bulky, low wattage units that are a nightmare to install. The ones where when it's an emergency, when you are so hot or you feel that heat wave coming, or you are watching the news and they're like, heat wave is coming, everyone, and you're dreading it. You race out to the home store, right? And you're desperate. You'll spend whatever. I mean, listen, true, but not funny. When I'm hot, everybody's miserable.
Yeah, same.
When my husband's hot, everybody's miserable. When my teenage girls are hot, everybody's miserable. You don't sleep well. You don't eat well. You're grouchy. You can't get comfortable, It's not a good thing for anybody, right? Imagine being able to control the controllables, control the temperature in the bedrooms where you sleep, control where you have family night, where you're having game night, where you're having family dinners. Control that temperature while saving energy and money by not controlling the temperature of the entire house, right? So when you think of portable AC units, you think of something like this, right? Those window units, the ones that you race out to the home store, you figure out a way to get in your trunk. It takes 2 to 3 people to take it out of your trunk. Then, if you're like me, I'm not gonna take this to the second floor and install it. No way, I'm hiring somebody, or my husband and I are gonna, it's a 2-man job for sure. Somebody's gotta hold and balance it. Somebody's gotta get the accordion things right on the side. Somebody's gotta screw it in, right? And after that afternoon that it took to put in, you're not taking this out. So if anybody wants to be cool or comfortable in that area and want to use this, they got to sit right in front of that unit. Our portable unit is just that. It's portable, right? All you need is a plug and a window. And it doesn't matter if your windows go side to side, your openings go side to side, or if they go vertical. 18 inches to 50 inches is the size that you can customize that to. Just what Michelle is showing you right there, those sliders. And looking at those sliders here, it only takes up this amount of space in your window. It's not taking up the entire unit.
You can still have lights, a nice view.
Yeah, you can still, you can look out the window, you can enjoy some nice fresh air if you want. You've got, if you put the shades down, nobody can see in there, it's completely blocked. But now you've got the complete use of your window as well. Because listen, if you move this into another room, then it doesn't even, it doesn't even affect this window.
And from your side, you can't even tell that we have a portable AC unit on the inside of the home.
Right.
I mean, it's really convenient. It is very easy to set up. You're gonna get 4 of these sliders so that you can accommodate anywhere from 18 inches
to 50 inches.
To 50. That's
but
over
remember,
4 feet.
It's not just a window like this.
Yeah, could be up
if
and
you
down,
have
could be a
sliders,
slider,
and we learned that when a lot of people were using them in their garage.
Yeah.
So there were different size windows, up and down windows. We love that. A lot of people have workstations in their garage, and nobody really has central AC in there. Everybody relies on this, something like this. So remember, doesn't matter the size of the window, doesn't matter the design of the window. It's 18 inches to 50 inches. You take it out of the box, you plug it in, you attach your hose, which again is 3 feet long. The unit itself is about 2.5 feet tall, a foot off of the wall, and 17 inches in, length, okay? So it's not too big, it's not too bulky. Let's go through everything that you're getting. 10,000 BTUs, power. Okay, that's big power. Then you are getting the AC unit. Now the way that this works, it goes anywhere from 61 degrees to 84 degrees. You set the temperature, it reads the room, it adjusts the temperature of the air coming out, so it'll get the room to that temperature. Once it gets to that temperature, it shuts off. So it's not constantly running, right? It gets you to that sweet spot. Let's say you want to go ahead and have the heat on. Just put it in heat mode. If you want it in the dehumidifier mode, it's going to pull 2 liters of water. Think about this. 2 liters of water an hour.
And where does it go?
Where does it go?
Am I the one emptying that thing constantly? Because the one we have, every time I walk by it, this thing is turned off because it's full of water.
Yeah, so when this shuts off, it just means that it's reading the room and it's getting to the right temperature.
And it'll click back on
It'll click back on. You don't have to think about it.
Change.
So in old school dehumidifiers, there were reservoirs in the back, like buckets of water. It would pull the moisture out, it would turn it into liquid, it would sit in those buckets until you dump the water,
and those buckets get yucky.
They get yucky. There's mold in, I'm not gonna say everything that grows in there, but you know, there are filters that you have to clean. There are things that you need to maintain. With this, it evaporates that moisture, puts it into a vapor, goes through the 3-foot hose, and it goes out the window.
So good. So good. So there is zero work for me.
There's nothing that you have to dump. There's no water you have to worry about. There are no filters that you need to clean. Again, state-of-the-art technology from Hunter. We've been around for more than 100 years. Zero maintenance. If you have a window, we're not even limiting the size of your window. It could be a big window, a little window, a huge, whatever size window, up and down, side to side. If you have a window and you have a plug, you now have heat. You now have air.
It's just nice to have that supplemental piece too, because a lot of us, like maybe you just have an old AC unit, like you're not quite ready to spend the 5 to 10 grand to replace it. It still runs, but it is like working itself down to the wire, right? Just to keep your home at an acceptable temperature. This is the kind of thing that can help out. It can help you from having to spend all that extra when it does get really, really hot outside or really, really cold outside. It's a great supplemental piece. You can roll this on these caster wheels to any room in the house, and maybe your needs change throughout the day or throughout the seasons. Maybe you've got visitors coming and you want to put it in the guest room because that's where all the heat is and it's the furthest away from your air handler. So it never stays cool. You can put this there. Maybe you're gonna go work out in the garage, roll it into the garage and put it there. The fact that you just uninstalled it in 2 seconds, that's what sets this apart. And it's Hunter. It is so powerful. 10,000 BTU is huge. If you're doing your comparison shopping, make sure it's the same rate of power. See if it's a 4-in-1. This is an AC, a heater, a dehumidifier, and a fan. And look at that price point, because this unit in the marketplace, $549.
Yeah.
This is the first airing of the season. We have 2,700 of these for all of 2025. So when they go, they go. Once we get into the summertime and people start realizing how hot it is and how expensive it is to cool their home, that's when these disappear and you're kicking yourself because you didn't get it a little early when it was on sale for $150 off. That's why I encourage you to get it now. You've still got 30 days to try it. Use our FlexPay. It's $80 to get home immediately. We have VIP financing. If you have the QVC or HSN card, you can spread the costs out over the course of a year. 12 months. That's $33.33 a month. This will pay for itself. I mean, and that's the best feeling.
Yeah.
It's a smart purchase.
It's a smart purchase. It's a, you know, it's a solution. It's not a problem. You don't have to worry about storage because you are going to be using it year round. You don't have to wait to the emergency to get this home. Get this home now. You will have that comfort of knowing that no matter what Mother Nature throws at you, you're going to be comfortable in your home.
One less thing to scramble and go to the store and try to find and fight the crowds. After the hurricanes, you couldn't find a dehumidifier to save your life. They were gone. And the ones that were available, oh my gosh, they were so expensive. Same with portable AC units, you're right. And if you were getting one, maybe it was one of these, which to Tracy's point, first of all, they're a huge pain to install. You're not moving those once they're in. You lose the function of your entire window, and you have to be like right up next to it or in the same room to enjoy those benefits.
No,
so I mean, this is such a better purchase.
It's such a better purchase. Again, even homeowners associations don't let you have those. If you rent, you're not taking it with you. I mean, my parents, before they got this at their lake house, they kept that year round, and it becomes, you know, it becomes a bird's nest. It becomes like moldy and nasty. And again, just sitting in front of it is the only comfortable place in the room. Let's start from the beginning. I need you to understand how easy this is because it's not, you're not hiring an electrician. You're not hiring a handyman. If I can do this, you can do it. So it's going to go ahead and it's going to come in a box. It's fully assembled, right? This unit is fully assembled. You don't have to
do anything with that.
You don't have to do anything. Even the box makes it easy. And I know that it doesn't sound like a big deal, but before trying to get it out of the box was a hard task.
I mean, it weighs about 70 pounds.
Yeah, it's not lightweight, okay? So you take it out of the box, you lift the box up, the unit already has the caster wheels on. This is gonna be your exhaust hose. So you're gonna attach this to one side, this little square attachment, and then the windowsill attachment, all right, the window slider attachment. You go ahead, and all you do is you line it up with the tracks, just like this, all right? And then you slide it into place. That is your assembly, okay? This is your 3-foot exhaust hose. You pop this side in, and this is where you're gonna put your window sliders.
Okay.
Now, the window sliders are what, again, kind of separates this from the other ones on the marketplace because we're giving you 4 window sliders, which allow you to customize the size.
Got it.
So it doesn't matter what size window you have. Like this one, this is what we would consider a smaller window.
Okay.
Maybe like a kitchen window or something like that. This, again, are your window sliders. It allows you to adjust, okay? So you add these, all right? You get it to the perfect length. So whether it goes up or down, side to side, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You place this in the lip of the window, okay? So go ahead, we're gonna place it here. Then I'm gonna slide it and get it to that perfect length like this. Place the window, push it down. Just that locks it into place.
She's done.
Now, if I would have not spoken and really focused on this, I could have gotten this done and, oh, and I plug it in. I plug it in.
Sure.
You know?
And then just turn it on.
Yeah, then just turn it on.
And you have a remote, by the way.
And you have the remote control. I keep this in my pocket, you know, because I am a sucker for a remote control. Everything on the remote control is on the top panel. So there's nothing that you have to get up for to adjust. Temperature you can adjust here, mode you can adjust here. You can go ahead and put it on the fan mode, the heat, the cooling air, turn it on or off if you want. And the way that this works, again, let's see. We have it set at 66. Let's see what the air temperature is coming out. It reads the temperature of the room. Yep. It sees what you want it to be, and then it adjusts it accordingly. So this is actually on fan mode right now. I'm gonna turn it on cool mode, all right? So it was set at 76, and then in a second, it's gonna go ahead and now the temperature coming out of here, yeah, it's going down, it's going down. Actually, you know what, I lied to you, I lied. We had it set at 75, it's reading the room at 76. So it's adjusting it, getting it to 76. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna turn that temperature down. So 74.
So now you're telling the unit, I want my room to eventually get all the way down to 61 degrees.
That's what I'm saying.
So now this unit is currently reading the temperature of the room as it is, and it's 66 right now in here.
And you hear
so
it
that
kick on
means
higher.
I need to kick on so that I can get this down to 61 that you set it at.
Now,
look at how
Michelle,
cold the air is coming out.
Feel the water. Feel the water. Feel how cold that air is.
Oh, I love it.
So 49 degrees, 44 degrees, 38 degrees. So remember, it was originally set at 74 degrees. The room now is 66. I set it at 61, so it kicked on, all right? And the air coming out of here, 24 degrees.
It basically works
19
like
degrees.
your thermostat on the wall.
Yeah.
Like you bump it down,
degrees.
and then when it realizes you're not at the right temperature, it kicks on. And then once you hit that goal temperature, it kicks off until you change again, and it will kick on automatically.
Look at this. 2 degrees. 2 degrees right there.
That's pretty awesome.
Okay,
the
so
power.
again, remember, we had it set at 74. It read the room at 66. I went ahead and adjusted it to 61. So now it's kicking out air below. It's even warning me, it's like it's cold, 1 degrees below, That's the great thing about this, completely adjustable and customizable. 61 degrees up to 84 degrees. That's gonna be your range,
So we're cooling, we're heating. You can use it as a dehumidifier or you can just run it as a fan. The big things to remember here, this is Hunter. So this is a huge national brand. They've been around over 100 years with ceiling fans and air filters and portable AC units. And this is combining cooling, heating, dehumidifying, and working as a fan. The big plus about this, it truly is portable. Unlike the other units that once they're in, they're in. This is on wheels. You can roll it to any room in the house. You have complete adjustability when it comes to the size of your window. We are bringing it to you now. It's the first airing of the season. We brought in about 2,700 for the whole year of 2025. When they're gone, they're sold out until this time next year. So you're getting first dibs. We have dropped this down from $550 to $399. Huge savings. And look at, we're just showing you the power of the airflow that is coming out of this unit. I mean, I'm standing behind it and I can feel it.
Right.
Yet it's whisper quiet. It's beautiful and sleek. We have the white and we have this kind of charcoal gray color. You get everything you need to, air quotes here, install it because it's very fast. You need a window and you need an outlet and that's it. So if you want to use FlexPay, you can get this home for $80. If you have the HSN card or the QVC card, you get VIP financing. So you get a whole year to pay this off. It would be $33.33 a month. And that's interest-free as long as it's paid off within the year. You get to use this for 30 days. If you don't notice a difference, if you're not more comfortable in your home, if you don't love it, send it back. But now's the time to grab it. Don't wait. Don't wait until the heat wave or the power outage or the blizzards or, you're just so uncomfortable that you're willing to pay whatever just to get it in your home. And then you have to run out to the store, figure out how to get a 70-pound unit in your trunk. Get it home. Let us send it to you.
And I'm not even against this being like a gift, I think of teachers.
You could ship it directly to that person's address.
And I mean, granted, maybe one person isn't gonna buy it for a teacher, but if you got like the entire class to chip in, how many times has your child been uncomfortable because the school doesn't have central air or central heat?
That's true.
How many times that can control that?
Or you have a family member that lives up north and in the dead of summer, they're just opening windows and praying for a breeze. Right?
Yeah. And again, remember, it was set at 74 degrees. All right, we turned it on. It read 66 degrees. We kicked in the room, okay? We turned it down to 61 degrees. Now this is a big room, so it's gonna take a while for it to really cool down, but the air coming out of here is 1 degree. It is -4 degrees. Do you see that? -6, -7. I mean, it's cold air because it has to be that cold to hurry up and cool down that room.
Now, meanwhile, where is condensation going? Where is the hot going? Because there's a way this works. It has to pull air, cool it, and then blow it out.
Of course, absolutely. So what is happening now is it's cooling down the air, it's pulling the moisture out, it's pulling the heat out, it's going through the exhaust hose, not in liquid form. Okay? In like a vapor form. I don't want to say vapor because I don't want people to think like there's anything in it. It's just, the pulling the moisture out. And it's coming out right here. If you, actually, Michelle, come over here for a second and feel this. You can feel, you saw how cold the air was going out, or, going out?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, so that's, turning that warm air into cold air, and then that's pushing all of that out. Again, nothing. No condensation. And this has been running for an hour.
And it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. You can't even
if
tell.
you're driving by a house that has this in the window, would you even know?
No.
And I love that you can still use your drapery. You can still look out the window and see outside. These units, you lose your whole window.
Yeah,
you use
your, and there's a safety issue too. Like this window is not usable. So say you need to get out of this window, or let's say somebody needs to get in, maybe a first responder or something like that. This window is out of the question. This is out, you can't use it. They gotta find another window. This is portable. The only thing portable about this is portably putting it in there yourself, which is a pain in the neck, You're not gonna take this out and move it from room to room to room, but you sure can with that other one. Take it out of the window, you take the window sliders with you, you unplug it, you wheel it to whatever room you want in the house, okay? So that room that is so hot in the afternoon that you never wanna go in, but you love that room because that's your arts and craft room, that's your workout room, that's your yoga room, that's your Zen room. Now that can be your cool room, but you're not spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars heating up the entire house or cooling down the entire house for that one. Like next year, we're gonna be empty nesters. We have one central AC unit in the house. I don't want to cool both girls' rooms down, and that whole side. We have a split plan.
Sure.
I don't want to do that.
It'd be nice to to bump the AC up a little warmer, and then put this in the room you're in.
Yeah.
Maybe you like to entertain.
Oh yeah.
You ever notice, like, if you're gonna have people over, what's the first thing you have to do that morning?
Crank down
the AC now, because it will be hot. People will be complaining. You're cooking. You got the ovens going. How great would this be? Just have it in the window, bump it down to 61 degrees. It's icy, cool, fresh air blasting through your house.
Or when it's the wintertime. I mean, there have been times, they call me too much information, Tracy, so here we go, that I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, and I hold it because I don't want to get out of the bath or out of the comfy bed. Or when you shower in the winter and the bathroom is freezing, you can have this in the bedroom and move it into your bathroom. And can you imagine getting out of the shower and having a nice warm area?
Maybe you need help dehumidifying that area. This is a dehumidifier as well. Do you have a basement where it gets kind of wet? It's the humidity levels down there are too high. This is a dehumidifier, a fan, a heater, and an AC unit. It's $150 off the retail cost. This is the first airing of the season. Let us send it out to you immediately. Use a flex payment. $80, it's on its way to you. You get to try it for 30 days. If you don't love it, send it back. But we only bring in a limited quantity for the whole season, and then you have to wait until next year, or cross your fingers and hope that the home stores or those depot stores are gonna have it in stock and have it at a decent price for you. We've got a great value today. We want you to be comfortable in your own home, and we want it to be affordable and beautiful, and that is what this achieves for you. We have white, we have that dark gray. I do hope that you get yours. This has been a time-tested, tried and true
100%.
piece here at HSN.
And listen, we brought it in a little earlier than normal, but I think that everybody can agree that we're getting whiplash from the weather. One day it's cold, one day it's hot, one day you're turning the heat on, then you're turning it off, then you're turning the air on and stuff. Control the controllables. That's what I always say. I have 90 seconds. I'm gonna show you again how easy it is to quote unquote assemble. Take it out of the box, right? Very easy to take out of the box. Casters are already installed, so you don't have to worry about this. This is gonna be your extension hose. You pop this attachment onto one end, this attachment onto the other end. This is going to attach to the unit. We're gonna slide this in just like so. That, again, attaches the exhaust hose. Super, super easy.
I haven't seen you take a screwdriver out.
No, you're never gonna see that,
I love
Michelle.
that.
If I'm on air, you're never gonna see me doing a lot of work. Let's just go ahead and say that. This is gonna be where you attach your window sliders. And again, this is how it works. You get your window sliders, you adjust it to whatever length your window is, anywhere from 18 inches to 50 inches, all right? Drop it in the bin, or the base right here, in the lip of the window sill, close your window, plug it in, you're done.
Do you guys realize in 90 seconds, she showed us how it was done, how to connect it, how to install it. It really is that simple. I'm so happy for those of you who are getting it. The very first airing of the season, this is a huge price reduction. It will pay for itself. I am telling you, you're gonna love being more comfortable in your own home. So enjoy that. Tracy, we're gonna see you again tonight at 10 p.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sounds good. We'll see you soon. I hope you guys stick with me. I have an hour with our beauty spy. Chelsea Scott is coming up next. We've got some incredible values for you on beauty from around the globe. We'll be right back.
This Customer Appreciation Month, we are throwing a special weekend-long party just for you.
The gang's all here, and we're bringing our best brands,
appreciation price deals,
gratitude-filled savings,
and super special surprises.
Join us for the final appreciation celebration weekend of the month, this weekend.
It's Customer Appreciation Month.
And you know what that means. Every day in April, we are celebrating you.
with special offers for each day of the week.
It's our way of saying thank you.
We're gonna spoil you with extra savings.
Plus, deals galore and more.
Don't you just feel the love?
Join us for a month of daily offers all April long.
Food has always been my passion, but the truth is, even in the world's best kitchens, the tools can really make or break a chef. That's why I've developed this incredible, innovative line for HSN. It makes the prep easy, and it also makes the cooking a whole lot of fun. From my kitchens to your tables. Let's turn the everyday into gourmet.